Am I overreacting? I rarely overreact to things, but these people seem to have overreacted a lot. Am I overreacting for snapping at my friend for joking about my job again? What do you say? The client signed off on the rebrand. It was a ton of work, but I'm really proud of how it turned out. That's cool. Must be nice to get paid to doodle all day. Lol. It's a bit more than doodling, but yeah, I love it. I mean, no offense. Just saying sounds like fun. Meanwhile, I'm in meetings all day actually working. Wow, okay. I'm not sure why you feel the need to downplay what I do. Ilamau, I was joking. Why are you so sensitive? Because you say stuff like this all the time. It doesn't feel like a joke when it keeps happening. It's not weird to want my work to be respected. You act like I sit around drawing cartoons for fun when I'm working long hours just like you. It just doesn't seem that hard. It's not like you're dealing with clients yelling at you all day or managing a whole team. You have no idea what my job actually involves, and for the record, yes, I deal with clients, yes, I manage deadlines and revisions and creative briefs just like everyone else. Okay, calm down. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm not even angry. I just want you to stop acting like your job is the only one that's valid or difficult. Fine, whatever, you clearly can't take a joke and now you're making this a big thing. I'm asking for basic respect. You wouldn't like it if I constantly made fun of your work or told you it sounded boring. I guess I didn't realize you were so touchy about your job, so every time I have a light combo. It's only light for you because you're not the one being put down. Okay, this seems like bullshit. All right, you're gonna need to set some boundaries, some ground rules with your friend. All right, for one, friends don't talk like that. Are you overreacting? Absolutely not. You should bend over in front of the mirror and take a picture of your butt. Send it to them immediately. I think that's the only way to handle it.
What?
In all honesty, I really do. I think that's the only way to handle this shit. Okay, guys? I love how people overreact on Reddit, though. For real, this really makes me excited. This tumultuous friendship that we're witnessing here. Oh, it makes me wish I had friends. This does seem like a dick move, though. I don't know why you would make fun of somebody for having a job and getting paid. The only people you're allowed to make fun of for having a job and getting paid for is YouTubers, because it's not hard. It's very easy. The only reason I'm doing it is because I'm legally compelled to. Other jobs that I have are way more difficult, and frankly, I have no respect for YouTubers at all at this point, unless they write big, long think pieces, or if it's like AI slop about extinct animals that I, watch when I'm falling asleep at night. Yeah, no reason to put your friends down, though, I guess is the moral of the story. And yeah, if you feel like you should, then you should start with the man in the mirror, I guess. I don't know, dude. You should get some thinking putty and think on it a little bit. This seems like AI slop, though, I'm gonna be real. This seems like bullshit. Am I overreacting? My friend posted a not proper picture of me on Insta. Ooh, interesting. Why did you add that picture? Can you delete? Huh? Why we look cute? I wear hijab. Yes, you do. Why does that have to do with my story? I've explained to you before, I'm a Muslim, and you added a picture of me not wearing a hijab and a tank top braless. Yeah, because we were having a sleepover. I don't get it. Yeah, you said you can't show your hair if we're going outside. Can you just delete it now? Oh, this is f***ed up. It's not just hair, OMG, please just delete. Like, repost without that picture. I'm stressing out, but so many people have seen it. If I repost, it's like I'm desperate for attention. Dude, this is so f***ing dumb. Some people are, I feel like this person just doesn't, well, I don't feel like this person just doesn't understand. This person clearly just doesn't understand the gravity of the situation, all right? And there's a lot of gravity in that situation. Just block them, don't stress. It will be okay. You looked pretty. We look pretty, don't worry. It's okay. Your religious requirement doesn't matter because it's Instagram. Definitely not overreacting for sure, at all, by any means. I feel like that is just unbelievable. And I feel like, it doesn't matter what I feel like. This is just stupid. What a dumb person. What a stupid idiot. Frank, you want your food? That's sad, though. This person clearly has no idea. And even though their friend explained to them before the gravity of the situation, they're still just like not listening. I mean, I didn't mean not liking. I meant not listening, guys, because that's what makes sense. Am I overreacting, or is my boyfriend jealous of our baby? This is awesome. I cannot wait. 3 question marks. Good start. Every time I look at the camera, you're holding him. Oh, yeah, he's so cute. I can't help it, and he just lets me. I'm still in shock that he's actually here and alive. My only issue is that when he becomes age, he was supposed to be self-soothed. He's not going to be able to. He's only been on this floating rock for a week. He can be spoiled with cuddles, so don't need to worry about him self-soothing until he's more closer to a year. A year? No, we starting that at 6 weeks, lol, question mark. Are you insane? That's way too soon. Wait, what's your version of self-soothing? We allow him to sleep in his room at night. Why does he need to start sleeping in his room at 6 weeks? I sleep a lot better when he's in the bassinet in the room. I don't think I want to transition to him into his room until he's more like 6 months.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like you want him to be mama's boy. Like you want him to be clingy to him, and I'm giving you tips to prevent that. You cared about the relationships.
This is bullshit. This has to be bait. This has to be bait. Now, what's actually happening is you're jealous of your son, which is insane, by the way. You genuinely get upset every time I have to do something for him. I'm not mad at you for feeling this way, and a lot of men have felt similar to you, and this can be worked through. I love you both so much, and you're both my priority. Just as a, what? Oh my God.
I'm not jealous. I'm just tired of you doing things with him without confiding in me like I'm an absent father with no...
Okay, that's slightly more fair. That's like slightly more fair.
I'm still honestly pissed at you breastfeeding him when we agreed not to. Save that milk for me. I'm thirsty.
What a bitch. The guy, I mean. Not the guy, not the mom, obviously. I remember reading a study about orphans in Romania, and that they're like the nuns or something. Since it's an incredibly Christian country, the nuns are very active and they hold them a lot. And the psychological resilience of orphans from Romania is higher than any other country in Europe or something along those lines. And they believe that the correlation is because of how much contact those orphans get compared to other orphans. Yeah, I mean, look at any creature that's ever existed, and what do they do with their babies when they're so young they cannot be reasoned with? They certainly don't let them self-soothe, especially not primates. They are literally attached to them. I don't know about the self-soothe. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know how to raise a baby, but this seems like this guy's an idiot, and you are going to instill some deep, uncontrollable and environmental fear in your child for no reason whatsoever. And your wife or girlfriend's instincts are actually very healthy and good and deserve to be listened to. But what the do I know? Am I overreacting? My fling sent me this text out of the blue.
Hey, sorry. I'm back with my friend at his house. Probably here for a while more. We're making food and I'm having a few drinks. Sorry for the delay.
You're the shittiest singer I've ever had the displeasure of hearing.
That's a bit of a random thing to say, but thank you for showing compassion while I'm here for my family and friend while we're in this tough moment. But I forgive you. On another note, I don't think it's going to work out, so I truly wish you all the happiness.
What a crazy thing to say. So this is a guy and this is a girl, or are they gay? A few weeks ago, oh, it's a girl I met on Hinge. Things were going okay, though I didn't feel like we had a lot in common. Fast forward to yesterday, we had plans to grab some drinks, but earlier in the day, I got a call from an old friend who was heading to the hospital because his daughter had a seizure. Ooh. Naturally, I wanted to be there for him, so I went over to offer my support. I texted the girl to let her know that I'd be with him, helping out with dinner and having a drink, and then I got the message above from her. Also, just to clarify, I don't sing, but I do write songs. Wow. That's like just really embarrassing. Not even surprised though. I don't know. Maybe I am surprised. I don't know. I really don't know. Am I overreacting about my aunt claiming that me and my half-brother are too close and my dad defending it? What? You didn't have to shout at your aunt. You get way too sensitive anytime someone says anything to you. I don't care. I'm tired of everyone making those comments. It's getting old and it's not funny. It's disgusting. Well, I'm not saying they're right for it, but what did the two of you honestly expect? Just the other day, you were kissing all over him and sitting in his lap in front of everybody. It's that sort of behavior that's been making everyone uncomfortable for a while now. The way you two act with each other isn't normal for two men, let alone two brothers. I was not kissing all over him. I gave him a peck on the cheek. It's not my fault you guys are making it weird. That is weird to kiss your brother, I feel like. I didn't have a brother, but I definitely wouldn't have kissed my sister. I'm not going to argue with you about this. All I'm saying is that I don't think that that's what she's even implying in the first place. She probably meant that the two of you spend too much time with each other and rarely give each other space, and that's how siblings usually are. You get defensive and jump to conclusions. That's your conscience. You must feel like you're doing something wrong, because why the hell else did it upset you so badly? That's my conscience. What are you talking about? Now me being reasonably upset means I'm guilty of something? I don't really post on here. I usually just comment, but this was crazy to me. Okay, so to give you guys a bit more context about the situation, me, 23 male, and my half-brother, I feel like these guys were kids or something. We spent a lot of time really affectionate. For some reason, this triggers people in my family so badly. Sometimes it's just them joking, like they'll make the occasional dumb Alabama comments or say we belong in a VC, Andrew's book. I don't know what that is. Other times they're dead ass serious and will straight up accuse us of doing stuff together, even though everything is completely innocent, and the thought of even doing that makes me sick. The whole argument between me and my dad started because yesterday at a family function, my aunt said those boys are too close. It's strange. She was talking to my uncle in the patio chairs a little bit across from us, and I didn't catch the whole conversation, but I did hear that part. What's crazy is that when she said this to me and and my brother weren't even doing anything. We were literally just talking. The thing my dad mentioned about me being in my brother's lap, which I wasn't really, I just had my legs crossed over his lap, happened like a week ago on the 4th of July. I have no clue why he said it happened the other day. Anyways, it's not the worst thing that's ever been said about us, but I guess I'm just at the point where I'm tired of people making slick comments. So I shouted at her and told her to get her head out of the gutter and that she was weird as f for even letting her mind go there. And this morning, my dad sent me the text talking about how embarrassed and hurt my aunt is, blah, blah, blah. Now he's defending her and blowing things out of proportion. I don't know. I feel like this isn't a very adult way to handle it from either side. I don't really know, dude. A lot of my friends, we do some really weird shit that made, like, if my parents saw that, they'd be like super uncomfortable, I'm sure. Me and Clint, that's probably shouldn't say that, but like we've done some really strange stuff that people in our family probably be like, that's bizarre. You shouldn't do that. But it's just funny. I've realized I've dug myself a hole. I get it though. You shouldn't bottle up your emotions. You shouldn't f your brother. Like, let's just go there as well. And you probably shouldn't kiss on him and sit on his lap. I think that's kind of weird, but at the same time, there's context for everything. And you know, there's a time and place for being funny or making a point or whatever. And I'm absolutely not against it. I think it's funny. I think it's possible for people to be very funny. I really have dug myself quite a hole in this one. So people are allowed to do whatever they want. I don't know if these guys are funny. Everything I've ever done is funny. All right, guys. I don't know. I think being affectionate with other human beings should not be restricted to just a romantic relationship. I think you can platonically be affectionate to people in your life, giving them hugs, kisses if that's what your family is into. Yeah, there's plenty of things that make perfect sense. Hugs especially, I feel like, are the most human way to deliver and receive affection for me. Am I overreacting for asking my girlfriend to leave and getting her family involved? I found out today that my girlfriend, 23 of almost 11 months, would have been a year on July 26th, has fallen for a new guy at work. So in response, I, 26 male, ended things with her and asked her to move out. We've been living together since like October of last year. It's not our first go around at a relationship. We dated at first, but I caught her sexting her ex-boyfriend during our first relationship, so I ended things. Yeah, f her, dude. That sounds crazy. After about 7 months of us kind of being casual friends, we've hooked up once or twice. She begged for us to get back together and swore she realized her mistake and that she would change. Not true. She told me things like I'm the guy she wants to marry and I'm the only guy she wants, I'm perfect for her, etc. Basically, the sentiment was that she learned from her mistake. So we get back together again, things are going great, and it feels like things never ended between us. Our connection has been amazing. She meets my family, I meet hers, everyone in support of us. Things are going good. Then about 3 months ago, I overheard her on the phone with her friends saying the only reason she hasn't started texting other guys yet is because she hasn't found a way to do it without getting caught. Frankie, don't do that. Come here, buddy. Don't jump off the thing. Kamikazes, there's like a little bed down here and she just jumps right onto it. If you overheard that, then I would tell everybody on Reddit, maybe not even on Reddit, maybe do it on, just like expose her, I would. She's evil. That's evil, to be honest. I confronted her about it. We had a big back and forth. Basically, I tried to end things, but she showed me a screenshot of her texting that same friend that she was talking to on the phone that day before she would never do anything to jeopardize our relationship. Although I was reluctant to give her another chance, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Very forgiving of you. I like that. I envy that. I envy that level of compassion that you have for other human beings. Fast forward to last night. I wake up to use the bathroom and go on my PC. I see ChatGPT open and her sleeping on my computer chair. She was having a full-blown conversation with ChatGPT titled, "I love my boyfriend, but I'm starting to get feelings for someone else." That's amazing. She had a whole back and forth conversation with ChatGPT about how exciting and how they had such a good connection and how excited she was for him sexually and how she ended off with, but all of my family lives off the island, so I can't break up with my boyfriend because I would have to find a new job, get my own car, get my own license. Oh, she's trapped. Poor girl. It would be pointless to pursue the work day because I would be too far anyways. At that point, I knew I was done because she clearly stated that if her family still lived closer, she would have broken up with me to explore things with this new guy. So in the morning, I pretended to go to work, waited for her to leave for work, came back home, packed up her shit, texted her a breakup text, and texted her parents letting them know, hey, this is what happened. I'm just letting you guys know as soon as possible so you guys have enough time in advance to make a plan for her. That's probably really healthy, honestly. That's a good idea because she's going to go with them either way. And since she's at work, she may not be able to let them know. I broke up with her soon enough. Her dad's picking her up from work as I'm typing this and they're on their way here. Am I the asshole? Am I overreacting for getting her parents involved? off. Nah, I feel like that's really responsible. It's kind of a good guy moment. You're kind of a good guy, I would say. I feel like you're maybe the good guy in this whole situation here. You're obviously not the bad guy as opposed to the good guy. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you let way too much go on. This person obviously is a massive piece of shit, and I would say that your instinct to do that is probably a good green flag, and you seem like a good guy. In all honesty, I'd say you're a fairly good guy. But what do I know? What the do I know? Because people do be alone when stuff like that happens, and people can make mistakes, and people are humans, and they make mistakes, and so on and so on and so on. It's really easy to be like, people are terrible. But oh well. Am I overreacting for crashing out at my friends that shared my brother's nude? What? So yeah, not even sure how to write this honestly, but I'll give it my best try. I, 18 female, found out that 2 of my best friends were passing around a picture of my older brother that I imagine he sent to a girl, but honestly, as I'm writing it right now, I really doubt it since he's not that type of dude. Regardless, I guess somehow it got leaked and ended up in some group chats, and now people are showing it around like it's some excuse my French meme. The worst part is that my own friends don't even hide it. They straight up asked me if it was real and started joking about it, like making comments and laughing. I was just sitting there like, that's my brother, the guy that we grew up with and played hide and seek with. How can you do that to him? I told them that it was really messed up and not okay to be passing around someone's private picture, especially someone you know and not some random D-pic on the internet. They acted like I was being dramatic. Me. One of them literally said I should be flattered or proud. I mean, that's insane. It's non-consensual. It's a crime, dude. It's revenge. You're not overreacting even a small amount. You should call the police. Nah, don't do that. Or maybe do it, yeah. Yeah, that is really fucked up. That is really weird. I could not imagine being in this situation, and because I don't have a brother. But I mean, defend him. Oh my God! So they sent the picture immediately. What if are you serious? It's punishable by law. Stop it. You guys are rating my brother's D word. What? I'm talking to the principal about it. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's obviously illegal. It's crime, so don't do that. Don't do that. You're stupid. You're an idiot. You're not overreacting, but everyone else who thinks that that's normal and cool to share around someone's private picture is just like morally, I don't know. It's reprehensible. It's corrupt. It's evil. It's the bad guy thing to do, for sure. So yeah, definitely not overreacting. I can't imagine anyone even thinking that that would be something that would be okay to do. Like, I'm just trying to I'm like racking my brain for how anybody would ever think that that's normal or okay. I don't understand. Weirdos. Anyways, these people totally overreacting. Press like if you want to see more. I legally have to ask that.